Paul,
Yes.
I can never be in
Yes.
your company.
Go on.
Without commenting.
Go on.
That is a rascal.
The Dicky Dirt. What do you reckon,
That
boys?
is a rascal. Now, I know that you are now 61.
Yeah.
I'd like you to remove your right shoe. That's Paul's clodhoppers for this evening. I thought you'd be wearing the orange numbers.
No.
Wrist roll, please. Spencer, what are you
I
sporting
put
today?
on, well, Paul was going through my stock today and picking out things, and
Yeah.
I decided to nick this one. So this is the Paul Newman Daytona. Yeah?
Oh,
116518 on the Oyster Flex, which again I think, and Paul agreed, is a beautiful piece.
let's
Well,
have
it was
a little look.
it was one of my top choices, and you stole it out of the
All right,
box.
here we go.
Okay, so we're going to come to that in a second. Basically,
Paul,
art
you wanna
is...
just pass that?
Yeah, Paul's just too busy trying to... Do you want me to do your shoelaces up
Give
for
me
you, Paul?
shoelace up
No,
for me.
he
Yeah,
done that
I know
for
it's
me.
confusing, isn't it? Do you have to do some sort of like left over right and turn over the... this is a little stunner. So basically, R is for Rolex because Paul has been through the vaults today at BQ, and that's a beautiful looking watch, Spencer. Spencer's on the screen. Stop looking at the football.
Yep,
Don't
I
be
can see it,
distracted.
I can
We're doing
see
a
it.
live show.
Bye,
What is
Rob.
it? What is it that you? I mean, Paul, you picked this out.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. Why did you particularly pick out this Daytona?
Well, just look at it. I mean, it's just, for me, that is probably one of, if not the most attractive of all the Daytona dials. And I just think it's a never-ending classic. I mean, that watch is a classic now, and it'll be a classic in 100 years' time. But I personally think that is probably my favourite Daytona dial of all.
Wow. Guys, I didn't even know that we turned... I didn't even know how it's worked. But we seem to have super chats. By the way, super chats we're just giving to Janilda for the baby.
Oh, wow.
So thank you very much. We've had a super chat in from Tim Jacks. If buying from an AD, go for a big corporate or independent, ? Best for future relationships, ? Good seeing you at the mini rally. That's from Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Tim. And also, while I remember, thanks to Scott, who sent me an envelope this morning. Scott, if you're watching, we met
He's up
you
there.
yesterday. We met you yesterday, Scott.
I need to work out how we left Scott on Sunday afternoon,
Yeah.
and he had an envelope through the door for Monday morning.
He drove it down and posted it. He must have done.
Scott, you got to call me
He must have
tomorrow,
done.
or I want to hear on WhatsApp how that got there.
So
'cause
thanks
I want to
to you,
use that
Scott.
delivery service. Incredible.
Unbelievable.
And
So
also to Des as well for the bottle of port. Thanks, Des.
let's answer Tim's question.
Yeah.
Tim was, if buying from an AD, go for a big corporate or independent? Paul, you're best qualified for this.
Paul, I better guide you. Relationship.
I'd go for the smaller independent myself.
Because you think you got a better chance.
I just prefer to give them my money, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't really want to give either of them my money, if I'm honest. But
Well, you would if they'd accept you. No, there's no question. Come on, Paul.
yeah, it's free money, isn't it? But
Yeah, well, it's not about being free money.
Mm.
You'd rather buy it where it is.
No, he wouldn't. He'd sooner spend more with me, Gary.
no, the question is, look, a big corporate like Watches of Switzerland
Yeah, yeah.
or a smaller independent authorised dealer,
Yeah.
like a family-owned
Yeah, family-owned,
authorised dealer.
yeah.
I'd rather buy it from the family-owned.
Okay. I guess best for future relationships. So there you go. Wow, wonderful. That's a really good question. Actually, you did buy a watch today, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Not that I want to shoot our load on everything at once.
Not that I'd planned on it, but as usual, I ended up doing a live stream over at Spencer's because, to be honest, I was a bit bored, Gav. They were so busy.
Were they?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
busy and nobody wanted to speak to me, so I thought I'd go live. So I went live to show a few watches that I thought are just really good value for money. And I came across one. My wife said to me yesterday, I've been thinking about buying a Daytona, and she said, I fancy a Hublot. All of a sudden. So
Okay.
I said, all right, okay. So I've come across one in Spencer's.
The white Hublots as a summer watch.
White Hublot,
Yeah.
white diamond,
Yeah.
diamond bezel.
I mean, you do love a bit of white. In fact,
Yeah.
hold up your left wrist.
Yeah,
Let's get that one across.
that's the
Let's,
big white.
Let's have a
and
look.
The great
the
white.
great white. Let's pass that one back to Spencer. So you have here your Pro Plof. Is that how?
Pro
it's
Prof.
Prof as in professor or Plof as in
Prof it's German for professional.
That's easier for you to say. Can I ask you a question? Because this looks like a brick on the wrist.
Hmm.
What is it you love about it? The fact that it's a brick on the wrist?
Yeah,
Gav, you know when you're on a
It's big
building
statement
site
piece. Yeah, go on.
and you've left your hammer at home,
Yeah.
you can use that watch to hammer in nails.
Absolutely says that's a serious Omega. Now, question for you. We're expecting at some point in the next few weeks to see a Riddler.
Yeah.
And everybody goes on about the left hand and the crown, but actually, I notice on your watch there,
Left hand. Yeah.
it's a left hand.
Yeah.
So is that a left-handed watch?
No.
It's not.
No.
It's just
So, Gav,
is
where's
it
the
just
date
backward?
window on that?
No,
the
the
date?
No, there's no date window.
Yes, there is.
Oh, there is down in
Yeah.
the. It's down in the 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's just the way it's designed, but it's not comfortable to wear on the right wrist because that crown guard really digs into your hand.
Oh, I see. When you do that,
Yeah.
Goes
when you do
into
that.
your arm.
Yeah,
Goes
goes,
up
yeah.
your arm.
goes into your wrist. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not comfortable. But on the left wrist, it's really comfy.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So that's next one, and I guess I better say what I've got on actually for the second. Spencer, I went through. I pinched out because you know what's coming up, don't you?
You got me tickets this year or what?
I will sort something. Well, in fact, I'm hoping. I'm not being funny. We have a very lovely friend, Russell, who's a tennis coach,
Absolutely.
the mad watch collector. Russell, if you're watching, you better come up trumps for a couple of Wimbledon tickets for your mates. I've got in the Wimbledon dial reference number 126334. Date just 41. It's a 2022 model, so it's brand new. So it's absolutely beautiful. And actually, it's the first Jubilee bracelet watch that I've picked out because a Jubilee usually, as I always said, catches my hairs and I don't find it too comfortable. But I think that with the bezel looks absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
And it's a real stunning favourite for me.
Lovely doll.
Yeah. It is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, look, another super chat from Scott Homer.
Yes. £5. 2 hours cleaning my bike this morning, and I delivered it last night.
There you go, Scott. Thank you very much, mate. There you go.
He
Thank you
delivered it
very much.
last night.
Yeah, look, do you know what that is? That's a proper viewer.
There we go.
Look, there you go. Cheers,
Rah,
Scott.
rah, I do like the Wimbledon. Guys, if you haven't already done so, please do give us an upvote. It'd be very nice of you to do so. We get a lot from just a little thumbs up from you guys. It's always great to have you.